This enemy has taken our home. But if we attack together, we can take back our home, or we die trying.
So Destiny 2 is the bigger, better, the middle ground between the hardcore and casual sequel to Destiny. This was sort of this game that Bungie envisioned as a shared world shooter, as something that multiple people can come and play together. But there was a big problem with the first Destiny. It wasn't possible to do that through the game itself. You had to lean on Reddit or outside communities to really find groups to play with. So Activision and Bungie are sort of answering that question and saying, hey, we've come up with the community tools to basically bring the hardcore player and the casual player together because we want them to complete the end game and the high-level stuff that we have prepared in this game. New Destiny 2 info is hot off the presses right now because just a few weeks ago, Bungie gave this game its big reveal. For the first time, we got to see some campaign. They talked about some of the multiplayer goals and what's going to happen to Crucible, and they talked about how they're planning to get high-level experienced players and clans to play with folks who may not have a community they belong in. And I think that their answer is an elegant one. I think the campaign stuff looks fantastic. I think the strike gameplay looked a little predictable. It looked a lot like Destiny 1 to me. But that said, I can't help but be excited for the potential new stuff that they aren't talking about. It's going to really blow me away. It's absolutely going to be at E3. I mean, there's no question about it. Whether it's showing off a new mode in Crucible or it's showing off some new campaign missions, this game has a release date. It is absolutely coming out in September. There is nothing that I think can change that. And so we will see, what some of the exclusive content coming to PlayStation. Whether or not the Xbox Scorpio version will or will not run at 60. So far it seems like consoles are trapped at 30, and PC players, you've got an uncapped frame rate, and the rest of us have to just suffer. This is a really tough position for Bungie to be in, right? The idea that they're trying to bring together lapsed gamers, someone who tried Destiny 1 and just did the right thing and said, no, this end game and this sort of experience was not for me, and the rest of us like me who stayed on, and we stayed on for every expansion. The way they're setting about doing that, I think, is really smart. They're basically resetting everyone to be at the same starting point. So regardless of how much it pains me to say this, all of my gear from Destiny 1 is gone, and they found a great story reason to hang that on. Basically, the tower, the traveler, the source of your power is taken away from you, and you are trying to rebuild those abilities. And they made them very enticing because they showed new abilities. They showed new things that you had not been able to do before that look really cool. So I think that that's a smart way to get us all on an even playing field. Whether or not this, guided games, aka Tinder for clans, works out will be a big question that Bungie has to answer this fall.
Your journey ends here.
We're streaming live from E3 2017 starting Saturday, June 10th at 11 a.m. on IGN, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you're watching. Make sure to subscribe for everything E3.